Hi guys, welcome to another PS Pro tutorial, and in this tutorial we're going to look at the pen tool. Now lots of people terrified of the pen tool, nothing to be scared about, it's really simple, great way of drawing more custom shapes. Obviously in one of the previous tutorials we've looked at the custom shape tool and how you can draw mathematical kind of marks on your workspace as opposed to drawing pixel based such as brushing. So I'm going to show you the brush tool real quick just to kind of demonstrate what I'm talking about this. Now I'm not going to talk too much about the pen tool because there's a lot of factors to really make precise work, but if I draw the brush tool onto a new, if I actually create a new layer and I want to choose a colour from the palette and I can just draw a mark, and obviously as we know we can get different kind of shapes, things like that. So that's one way. Now whereas the pen tool differs is it basically makes more of the mathematical line rather than pixels. So I'm just going to head up here and just set this to black, and I'm going to show you what I mean. Now wherever I put a mark on the canvas, I can start putting in anchor points and I can get more precise kind of curves and shapes. So if I want to make logos and things like that, I can start drawing vector based shapes which are done from a mathematical formula, and these are scalable, whereas with brush tool they're not in the slightest. So I'm just going to delete that layer, or activate that, delete that layer, put a new, or create a new layer. And again, like the shape tools, you can do things such as adjust the stroke length so you can make it a little bit thicker, as you can see, and things like that. So that's really the pen tool. Now I'm not going to talk too much about that because there's lots of different attributes that you can do, but part of the sister tool that comes with it is that you've got a free transform pen tool. So as opposed to doing it linear based, I can just draw kind of various shapes like that. And I can kind of take more of a control of it and do it more manually. Now it's not very accurate, so I never really use that. Again, not going to talk too much about that, but you may have some uses for it at your end. But what's really cool is that if we draw a line, let's draw another kind of line here and just put 3 anchor points in. Now if we head on back to the selection tool, we can actually start adding anchor points at various points around the actual line that we're just drawing. And then if we start using the convert point tool, we can then start fine-tuning and start selecting these little dots that come with the actual line itself to start making different kind of shapes. So it's great if you're doing logos and things like that. Now I'm going to be covering far more technical things that you can do with the pen tool later on as we progress, but really it's just a great way for, I think, where you guys are now, just learning the basics of Photoshop, of just using it to draw more kind of fine-tuned shapes and lines. And certainly when you start playing with the stroke and things like that, you can start getting a plethora of your own little kind of mathematical based shapes that you can use for logos and things like that. And of course you can fill the shapes with whatever color if you're making kind of block images. So that is the pen tool. Lots more going to be coming up on that and how you can use that to create marketing materials, because you can really get some good effects with it. Certainly if you're making nice flyers and you want to put kind of borders around images and start segregating text from photographs to make it more of a kind of marketing approach. So hopefully you've dug that really quick introductory basic level of the pen tool. Start playing around with it, see what kind of things you come up with, and I'll see you in another tutorial. Thanks for watching guys, speak soon.